everybody, welcome to Scotch Kitchen. Another week, another Monday. Just 1 second, let's see. Yeah, we definitely on. Another Monday, another week. So today we having a very serious meal going on. We're gonna go for our 3-course meal, and we're gonna have our starter. And it's a bit shaky. Let's try and make our camera. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's much better. So today we're going to try and do hi Laura, thank you my lovely for joining. We just started and we're just welcoming everybody. Let's see if we have a few more people coming in, because we are having our 3-course meal, which is going to be really exciting. I'm looking forward for it. What's up?
Nothing.
So just bear with me 1 second so I can welcome guys, and then we can go ahead and start discussing what we are making tonight, and we can get on with it because it's going to be a little bit of a long one. So if you just bear with me 1 second so I can get my bearings on the phone, and we see who's joining, and we can welcome everybody else. Yep, we definitely on. Hi Laura, it's been long. Been a while. I'm just tuned in. Thank you, my lovely, for joining. Right on time. Say hi to Kabisa.
Hello everyone, I'm back.
That's Tonio. You're just saying hi to Carissa.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So a few more minutes to go, and then we can start. I've actually started preparing what we will need. Ooh, it's warm. 1 second. I think it's because of the light. It's really warm. Okay, so look, Tonio. She says hello, Tonio. Hello, Tonio.
Hello, Tonio.
Okay, when we're waiting for more guys to come in. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Tonio. So when we are still waiting for more audience to come in, what I'm going to start doing, let me just start preparing our steak, and then I can get on doing we'll start with our dessert because we need that cooled in the fridge. So when we're still waiting for guys to join in, I'll just go ahead and start preparing my steak, which I just need a little bit of pounding on it. I just need to beat it up a bit so that it can be nice and soft, so that it can be easily cooked. So this is my steak. That's what I'm cooking tonight. As you can see, I'm going to leave the fat in there because I'm going to put very little oil on my pan when I'm actually doing it. And you don't get rid of that, because if you get rid of that, your meat is going to be really tough. It's not going to be soft, and you don't want to add more oil on it when you're cooking. So don't have any special equipment to use, so I'm just going to use one of my cooking. Let me just put the camera a little bit low. Just bear with me 1 second. Let's do this and that. Okay, I think that's much better. Yeah. We will get there. We will get there. Okay, so one of my cooking, it's because I can't see if you can see the meat properly. Yeah, I think that's much better than before. So what you just need to do is sort of beating the meat. I'm going to move some of it on my just a plate, and then you need to just proper beat it up. It's just like you're softening. They always have a gadget that you can use which has a round thing and just looks like a small hammer, but if you don't have that, you can use like a cooking stick. Don't use a metal one, you need a wooden one. So let's beat a steak up. And all we're trying to do, we're trying to make it as flat as possible. That's what we're trying to do. So as you can see, I'll show you too. one that I've actually has been beating it up, and you can see it's a bit flat compared to the other one. Apart from, oh Tyler, thank you very much. Apart from just making it flat, sorry about that. Apart from you just making it flat, you're also making it easier for when you're actually cooking it. Hi Jackie, thank you my lovely for joining. We are still preparing our meat, our steak. That's what we are having for dinner. So I was just showing you guys how you can make your steak a little bit softer, because normally when you bite it's really thick. So all you need to do is just beat it up so that you can make it a little bit softer. So that's what I'm gonna do. The next one as well. Be very careful, you don't want your fingers there. Tyler, please stop blowing that here. Thank you. Yes, it's only a whistle, but I'm trying to talk so people can't hear me when you're playing the whistle. Move your face, Tyler. Okay, so I've flattened the second one as well. I'm going to do that to the rest. Tyler, thank you. Take your time when you're doing this. You don't have to hurry when you're doing this. Okay, and then we're gonna do our last piece, and I'm just gonna put it aside so that we can start doing our dessert. This actually helps with like softening it. I'm not going to season it yet. I just wanted to soften it, and then we can go ahead and start preparing our dessert, because we need that cooled in the fridge, and then we can go ahead and prepare our starter, and then we can go ahead and do our steak class. So this is what I've just done. I've prepared our steak. It's ready to go. As you can see, I've just flattened it. As you can see, it's a bit thinner the way it was. Yeah, make sure you leave the fat on the steak. That's the fat in the steak, because that helps when you're actually cooking the steak. So we're done with the meat. Let me wash my hands really quick. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay, done with that. So the next thing I'm going to do, which now going back to our normal preparation and schedule, for the people who wanted to see, they're going to get us, they're going to join us, because we don't have enough time. It's dinner, and the boys have to definitely eat, because tomorrow is another day we have to wake up early. So let's get on with it. So our menu was, let me just go back onto our menu for you, for me to just explain to you what our menu was, and what we're going to cook, what we are starting it, and what we are starting with, and what we are ending up. So just bear with me, I have to read it because it's a few things. Okay, so our dessert is Scotch pineapple and ginger fool. Our main meal is Scotch steak served with stir-fried ginger, garlic, carrots, and courgette with either rice or couscous. We are having either rice or couscous, because some of the boys, some of them want rice and some of them want couscous. That's why we are having either of them. I already prepared some rice, so I'm just going to show you how to do the couscous, because we've already prepared rice before. So that's not a biggie. Our starters are prawn cocktails, and I've put the ingredients together here, and I'm going to go through that step by step. I'm going to read for you the ingredients we need, and then we're going to go ahead and start preparing it. So let's go ahead and start doing pineapple and ginger fool. Full, yes it is full, like FOOL, full, April Fool. Yes, that full is what we are making today for our dessert. So for that, it's unbelievably easy. All you need some pineapple. So I'm gonna show you. You need some pieces of pineapple, which I used tin pineapple because it's not easy to get good pineapple around here. So there is my tin pineapple. As you can see, they're already in slices, which I'm going to cut in smaller sizes. You need a small piece of ginger. There is our ginger we're going to use. And then you need some mint. And there is my mint. Okay. I've got some Greek style ginger yogurt. If you can't get Greek style ginger yogurt, just get some Greek yogurt. That's all you need, or any natural yogurt. And what you need with the your natural yogurt and you just need the natural yogurt and ginger. So you will mix those two together, and we're gonna mix our pineapple there, and then our meat and the pineapple, the ginger that I showed you. That's going to be just part of our decoration on top of it. So as I've shown you what we need, let's go ahead and start doing the preparation. It doesn't take long. The main reason why we are starting with it, it's because it has to go in the fridge and it has to cool off before you eat it. You don't want to eat it when it is really, really warm. Hi, Auntie Betty. Thank you, my lovely, for joining. Okay, so I'm gonna mix most of the things here. As you can see, it's still like really full, which is okay. And I'm going to get you, and this I'm going to serve on these glasses, as you can see. Yeah, they're just simple small wine glasses, but you can use that to serve your dessert. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to use them. So don't be worried. I'm going to, because I'm doing four of us. Hi, Paris, my lovely. Thank you for joining. So there you go. I'd already organized myself today, so at least I have all the stuff I need. So these are my side plates. So as you can see, so what we're going to have at the end is going to be this. Hope you're able to see that and that. And that's what we're going to be having. So I'm going to have our dessert in here. And we're going to put that in the fridge, ready for the last presentation. So don't worry, I'm going to definitely show you. So I have my 4 lovely small plates here. And I've already put my small teaspoons, as you can see. So I can just lift one so that you can see, because it's exactly the same, but 4 times. So you have a small spoon, you have a serviette, and then you have a small tea, like a side plate. And that's what we're going to use for our dessert. And that's just a normal small wine glass, and that's what we're going to use as well. So I'm going to put my plates on the side because I don't need them at the moment. We'll need them at the end. Okay, so I bring this closer for you to be able to see. And I'm going to go straight ahead and start preparing let me move that first from the side for you to be able to see. So a Greek style yogurt, and then I have a little bit of juice, the pineapple juice. I'm going to add just a little bit of it onto my Greek style yogurt. So first of all, first things first, let's go ahead and cut our pineapple. So I need my pineapple in chunky sizes. So those are big slices. So that's how big I'm going. That's how big I'm going. You can go smaller than that if you wish to, but I'm just going to go that side. So it doesn't really matter, it's as long as they're chunky, because you want, when somebody's actually digging into the dessert, they can actually taste or feel the pineapple, and they can actually chew on the pineapple. You don't want them to be really, really tiny, especially because my young one is only 5, so I don't want him to swallow it because he can choke on it. That's why I want it big chunks for him to actually chew it. So please just bear in mind, if you have kids, you don't need it to be in really, really tiny slices. Just make sure they are bigger slices for them to be able to actually chew them. Okay, so cut my pineapple, spotted. So my pineapple going into my lovely bowl of Greek style yogurt with ginger. Again, as I said, you don't need to get the same Greek style yogurt with ginger. You can go ahead and just get the natural yogurt, and then you can buy on the side some ginger, which we're going to use, and you can add that onto your yogurt. That's all you need to do. Okay, so let me give it a bit of a mix. Just trying to get a longer spoon. There you go. So I've just got like one of my biggest spoons, and I'm just going to go ahead, and it's just a matter of you mixing it. So you're mixing, at the moment I'm mixing my yogurt together with my pineapple in there, and I'm going to just go ahead and keep on mixing it so that all my pineapple are actually this. This is the most easy dessert for you to make. That's why I said when people were asking me for me to do like a full course meal, I was like, this is the kind of dessert, or this is the kind of meal that I'm going to prepare today. Something that you can put together and do during the week. So I know everybody's normally, so many people are always busy during the week, but this kind of meal that I'm going to show you today is something that you can just put in together from work, put it together, and everybody's going to enjoy it like a proper course meal. It doesn't have to be only on the weekend. You should be able to do it during the week. Okay. Paris, wow. Paris, I'm on time. Yes, my lovely, you are right on time, and you're not missing a lot. Okay, so mix that up. We're gonna take our ginger. So you need a little bit of your ginger, and I've taken how do you call it? Just a peeler, and I'm going to use the peeler. If you don't want to use the peeler, that's okay. Bear with me 1 second. I will show you what you can use instead of a peeler. You can use a crater. So that's my crater. And what I'm going to do on each of my lovely glasses, which are going to be coming here, that's why I'm cleaning this surface for the glasses to be closer. There you go. I'm gonna bring closer my glasses. Hope you're able to see them. Yes, you should be able to see that. Yeah. And all I'm going to do, I'm gonna take my ginger and I'm gonna grate the ginger at the bottom. Remember, it's at the bottom. We're gonna do this at the top as well. So you just need a little bit of that in your cup, in your glasses, sorry, not your cups. Just a little bit of that in all of your cups. So, okay, I'm not seeing anything going in there, which is not good. I need a little bit of it in each one of them. So if you're not seeing anything the way I was not seeing anything going on it, not to worry, just grate it and turn your grater around and just swipe everything else so that you can have a little bit of the ginger onto your glass, because we need that. We need that flavor. We really need the ginger flavor on the glass. So if it's not going in, just heat it up a bit and you will be able to achieve. Remember, I've not peeled off my ginger. My ginger is going in this glass together with the peels, because that's what you need. Bear with me. I need some more here. Okay, and there you go. Looks a little bit messy, but you're gonna like it in a bit. So just bear with me. And I'm just gonna wipe it off, just outside, not inside, because as you can see, I don't have any in this glass, so I need to do it again. So just be patient. It will work. It will work. So if it's not working the first time, don't give up yet. Just keep on doing it until you have like sprinkle of ginger in your glass. That's what I'm trying to achieve. Okay, so hi Emily, thank you my lovely for joining. Okay, so the next step, before the next step, take the bit of ginger that you're left with. This is really, really nice and exciting. And wipe it around your glasses, because we really need that ginger effect on it. So if you don't like ginger, I don't think this is the best dessert for you. But if you've never tried ginger, go ahead and try it. This is really, really nice. So after that, we're going to go ahead and add our yogurt into our glasses. So I'm going to remove my long spoon because I'm not mixing anymore. Put that on the side. And I'm going to spoon. I'm going to go with one big blob or one big spoon of yogurt in there. I'm going to go around for 1 spoon each, and then I'm going to just build that up as it goes around. When it pours on the side, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. We're just going to do it slowly but surely. For the first time, if you're doing it for the first time, again, it will be messy, but that's okay. The main thing, as I always say, yes, presentation is good, but at the end of the day, is the thought that counts. So don't worry if it's going to mess around the way it goes. If it does, and you're really fussy like me, you just go ahead and just wipe that off with a cloth or a tissue, and that's it. Kitchen towel will do that effect. Okay, so I tend to do that because somehow it actually bothers me, which I don't know why, but it does. So I'm normally just try and wipe it off so that I can just be sure that it's exactly the way I want. I've just put spoon of yogurt in each one of them. So let's go ahead and do the second one. Okay, so normally when you go to some restaurants, I'm going to show you this in a bit. After doing this spoon, you always see the lovely desserts and they have like some lovely effect. They normally use coloring or they use some syrup, which I'm going to use some syrup, even though it's not part of this, but I'm just going to use some syrups today for me to show you how it actually looks like when you put the syrup in. So bear with me again, back again with me with my cleaning. So I'll just clean that off. I'm sorry, but I still have to do it. And I'm gonna wipe off my ginger on top of this in a bit. So just bear with me. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do next. Strawberry, where are you? Here you go. So I have my syrup, and that's my strawberry syrup. This is, you can get them in the local supermarket because they are for ice cream actually, but Scholar goes with it everywhere. So I'll just use it here for me to show you. Don't be scared to be adventurous when you're in a kitchen. You should be able to use anything you have in your kitchen. Just try it and see how it goes. If it doesn't turn out well, at least you've tried. So next time you will learn to not use it, you can use something else. But if you love it, why not? You can go ahead and use it. I know there's nothing wrong with using a syrup. It's just strawberry, and all we have here is yogurt and ginger and a little bit of pineapple. That's all we have, so it won't really go wrong. So again, let's say hi to Concepta Mimo, hi Berry Latumba, hi Sandra Ramble, Concepta and Emily. Thank you, my lovely, for joining right on time. We're still making our dessert because that has to go in the fridge because we need it when it's cool. Okay, get your syrup, whatever syrup you have, and just pour that in each and every glass. And you're gonna have such a lovely effect because we still have another spoon of yogurt to go in here. That's enough for that. Okay, then let's go to the next bit. Add another spoon of yogurt and your pineapple in there. Just be gentle again. My lovely chunks of pineapple, I can just see them going in there. They look really, really amazing. So just take your time again when you're doing it. If you like wiping it off like Scotch, go ahead and do it. Don't be scared. You're in your kitchen. You can do whatever you want in your kitchen and nobody can tell you whatsoever anything. Okay, so I'm going to go and do like an additional bit of each one of them for the little yogurt that's left on my my cup or my plastic bowl, or should I call it? That's the yogurt container or something. And I'm going to go ahead and add that through on here. Okay, and lucky one for good luck. Never like wasting anything. So we will just go ahead and do that. Okay, so that's the yogurt done. Let me lift the two of them for you to be able to see closer. Look how lovely they look. And it's just the syrup and yogurt. That's all we have here on our lovely glasses. So remember, we still have our ginger to go and we still have our mint. So our mint and ginger, that goes at the top. So just bear with me 1 second. I'll just wipe this off so that I can actually have my perfection. I'm very sorry about this, but yeah, that's Scotch for you. I have to do it. So little things, everybody has their own little thing that bother them in life. Me, it's this. I can't stand the white thing all over the glass. That's why you see I'm trying to remove it completely so that my glass can be really, really clear. You don't have to do this. This is just something that bothers me. That's why I'm doing it. So if you're not bothered with little things like this, I'm sure something bothers you. For example, the seat up in the toilet doesn't bother me. I'm sure that bothers somebody else. So go ahead. If it bothers you like me, do it. Clean it off. Clean it off. Don't let it go in the fridge with it. We need it completely nice and clear. Okay. Enough of my fussiness. So let's get your mint. So that's my mint, and I'm going to divide this into, because I need 4 of these mints to go onto my lovely yogurt. You can have strawberry if you wanted to go in there. You can have anything to go in there as well. And it's still going to look really, really amazing. So there's my mint, and I'm going to get the strawberry I'm talking about. So that we can go ahead, I can just show you the whole thing for you to be able to try it as well. So some people have been asking me how if I'm actually a professional chef. No, I am not a professional chef. I just like doing things. I like cooking, and that's why I'm doing this. So this is how Scotch actually comes with my lovely recipes. I am adventurous. I try things. I've just spoken about strawberry. Here is a strawberry. We're gonna add it onto our lovely dessert. It wasn't included in the recipe, but it's now going to be included, and that's how you actually get you find yourself doing things, and at the end result, somebody's be like, "Wow, that's really, really lovely." And the thing is, you just learned how to do that thing at that point. Okay, so I've halved my cut it in quarters. So I went half and then I cut it in a quarter, and that's my strawberry. And I'm just gonna dip it in here so that we can just have the tip on it. And then my mint, I'm going to fold my mint, sorry. I'm just going to fold my mint into sort of like a lovely shaped flower form. And that is as well, I'm going to dip it in here as well. Again, if you're not fussy about the mint being there, just dip the mint in and that's it. It doesn't have to be fussy, because at the end of the day, the people you're preparing for this, have they prepared it before? No, they've never prepared it before. So there's no exact formula that you're supposed to use. There's no perfection or anything like that. At the end of the it is the thought that counts. That's what I say. The thought is what really, really matters. So we've thought about having our lovely mint in there, and that's how it looks like inside. As you can see, you can see our lovely mint in there, and you can see our strawberry, and you can see our ginger. That's what I was talking about. Inside there, you can see our lovely ginger going, and that's exactly what we wanted to achieve. That lovely bit of ginger in there, and that's why I was telling you when we began. Just get your crater and crate some ginger inside your glass. Doesn't matter how, but as long as you have your, how do you call it, the ginger in there, the effect is going to come. Be patient as well, because if you're not, you will end up putting it in the bin before it gets on the table. Just be patient, and please don't worry about being a perfectionist. There's nothing perfect in this world. We are all human beings, and we have our own flaws. So, Scotch is not perfect. There's no, only God is perfect. All of us, we just followers. We're just doing what we can. So don't worry if it doesn't come out exactly like what you're seeing here, but I'm sure it's going to come out as your own design. So fold your mint and dip it in. Whatever way you want to dip it in, it doesn't matter, but just take your time and dip it in there. And it looks, if you're not worried, like it doesn't go in the right way, toothpick. Take your toothpick and use your toothpick to actually dip your mint in there. There we go. We already have our dessert. We are not completely done. We have our ginger there and our lovely crater. Let's grate some ginger at the top, and then we can go line up our glasses with ginger as well. Remember, my ginger still has the skin cover. There you go. As you can see, that's what you need. You need all that shabam in here. So go ahead and don't be scared to be wild with your ginger. Go for it. It looks really amazing. Yeah, looks really, really amazing. Only in Scotch Kitchen that you heat glass like that. Be very careful with your glass, my lovelies. You don't want to cause any damage. Okay, I'm going to lift this up in a bit for you to be able to see before we cool our dessert and we go on to our starter. So, oh, not yet, not yet. Almost there. There you go. Looks amazing. Looks like what we normally see in the movies. So there you go. That's the inside bit of it. And look at the top. Look at our strawberry and look at our ginger. And there is our mint. it looks really, really amazing. And there you go. So if you have like sprinkles of chocolate and you're a chocolate fan and things like that, like Tyler is really a chocolate fan. So later I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of chocolate, or you can sprinkle a little bit of cocoa. We can do that later just before we serve. So at the moment, there is our dessert. Our dessert is ready, and it is Scotch. I'm laughing because the name, let me tell you exactly how I called it before I added all the other ingredients on it. So it was Scotch, pineapple, and ginger fool. The fool is the strawberry, our lovely mint that we've just there. So I fooled you there because we did have all the ingredients we wanted, but we've gone ahead and added all those ingredients and it still looks amazing. So there you go. Scotch, pineapple, and ginger fool. I hope you will definitely go ahead and try this, and you're going to definitely enjoy it. You can see all the glasses have like a different shape, so it doesn't have to be exactly the same shape. So bear with me 1 second. I put this in the fridge, and then we can go ahead and do our next starter. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Voila! Our dessert is cooling off in the freezer, which is really, really nice and amazing. So we're going to go ahead and prepare our starter. So just bear with me 1 second. Whoops. Because you know my kitchen is not that big, so we have to do some clearance for us to have a bit of space so that we can start doing the next course. Woo! This is amazing. Okay. We didn't use our pineapple, but does it matter? It doesn't really matter. We already have our pineapple in there. So this is going to be just like any other juice. We're going to drink it later. But for now, let's dip into the next part. Okay, so the main reason I keep on going back onto my phone, I wrote some notes before I actually came live. So for our starter is prawn cocktail. It's prawn cocktail. So for my prawn cocktail, I have some prawn, as you can see there. So these are the big king size prawn. And that's how it looks, really humongous. It looks really, really big, which is exactly the size you want. So I have some prawn, and then I have some seafood. It's actually like a snack. It's just seafood. So it's a bunch of different kind of seafood that have been put together into like a square shape. So I'm gonna add this onto my onto our starter. So it's a prawn cocktail. So for my prawn cocktail, I'm going to use my like half a mug, or that's a bowl of prawn. That's about 50 grams of prawn, about 20 grams of any kind of seafood or sea bass you love. And then I'm going to use some cayenne pepper, and that's the cayenne pepper. There you go. Yes, we're using Kenyan products because those are most of my spices are always from Kenya. So you need like a sprinkle of cayenne pepper, which I have already put here. And then we need, I've already talked about prawn. So we need our lettuce. So you just need like a half lettuce. And that's our half lettuce. And then we need our cucumber. We need our cucumber, and I have like 2 small pieces of cucumber. And then we need fresh mint. So I have 2 lovely small, not really small, mint. And then I have tomatoes. So I have 2 large tomatoes. And then I have lemon. So I have a lemon, and I have garlic. Okay, I know you're wondering, oops, sorry, forgot one more thing. Spring onion. I know you're wondering, okay, what's going to happen here? First of all, we're going to go ahead and cook our prawns. So it's going to be a really quick stir frying of our prawns, and then everything else goes in like It's a salad. So everything I'm going to prepare it as a salad. So what I'm going to start doing immediately, I'm going to prepare the salad first, and then that's when you prepare your prawn, because the prawn is going to go on top of everything. Again, I have and I'm using this olive oil. It's mixed with some basil. As you can see, there's a bit of basil in there. Remember how I explained to you guys how you can make your own olive oil and add any ingredients you want, any herb you want. So this one has some basil in it. That's why it looks green. It's just it's normal olive oil, and then it has a bit of basil in it. And that's what I'm going to use today. My lovely starter is going to go in this lovely, or you're going to be like, whoa, why are we having that there? We're having our starter in here. Yes, it is the cocktail glasses. Yes, and that's where we're going to have our starter. So remember, again, we're going to really conquer our presentation on that. That said, let's go ahead and start preparing our salad to go. So I'm going to bring my board really, really nice and quick. And I hope you're able to see that. And I'm going to go ahead and cut the mince. I'm going to cut a little bit of my cucumbers. I'm going to chop all of them in really nice cubical shape. My lettuce is going to go at the bottom of the glasses, which I'm going to show you that in a second for you to be able to try and do that as well. And then everything else goes inside, like on the top. So it looks like a canopy of lovely ingredients or lovely spices or lovely food inside it. That's why I call it prawn cocktail. Okay, so bear with me 1 second. I need to wash my onion before I start cutting it actually. Okay, I think that's okay. There you go. So my spring onion, I'm going to chop it in really, really small pieces. So if you can do that. If you can't find spring onions, I wouldn't advise you to use the normal onions. But again, if you really want onions to be there, just use the normal onions. But just make sure you pickle them with a little bit of salt so that you can remove that bitterness, because you don't want that bitterness in it. Okay, so this is going to be really, really super quick. Again, remember I told you the 3-course meal, this meal you can have it during the week. Doesn't take really too long to do. It's normally the preparation. So if you can do this preparation much earlier, it's going to be much easier for you as well. Fortunately, some of us have to do other things during the day. I have lots of other things to do, but that said, just make time. Just make time. One of the days of the week, just go ahead and do the preparation before you leave for work or just before the night, so that you can know exactly what you're going to prepare. So when it comes to the evening, it's much easier. My cucumbers are already washed, so I don't really need to wash them again. Remember, I need them in small cubes. So I'm having them, and then I'm going to cut them in cubes. And that's what I'm going for. So just take your time. Watch your fingers, my lovelies. You don't want to chop off your fingers. Okay, so just bear with me. I'll go a little bit fast on this because I'm used to doing it. But just take your time. Just take your time when you're doing it. Okay, so let's cut the next one. So remember, our dessert is already done. And all we need to do is our little stir fry for our prawn. And then we saute it. Okay, that's my last piece of my cucumber. It looks nice and yummy. I love cucumber. I cook cucumber as well, so it's not really weird to cook it. Some people think it's really weird, tastes funny when it is cooked. I don't find it tastes funny. I like the taste. Okay, and lastly, our mint. So I'm going to chop our mint again in like small, lovely slices. And my mint is going to go on the side. It's not going to go immediately here, so I'm just going to have it on the side there because I'm going to use my mint in a bit. You're going to see how I'm going to use that. My 1 clove of garlic, that's going to be used together when I'm cooking my prawns. I'm going to leave it there on the side. And then we have our tomato. So my first tomato is going to go with the salad, but the other tomato, I'm going to use it when I'm actually doing the prawn. So you're going to see. It's going to be really, really nice and quick, but it's going to be, you're going to see how it actually goes. You don't have to use whole tomatoes. You can use cherry tomatoes. So that's a tiny, lovely looking tomatoes. So actually, if I just leave my half there, and nope, not my half, the whole one. So remember I used two. So instead of using this one, I'm gonna use the cherry tomatoes instead, for me to be able to show you like a different way of actually doing it. So you can definitely try and do it. So we've used only one whole tomato for our salad bit, and then we're gonna use the cherry tomatoes for our prawn. Okay, so then the lemon comes later. Okay, so here is our lovely lettuce, and they're called iceberg lettuce. So with the iceberg lettuce, as you can see, it's in layers. So if you just peel it, as you can see, it's in layers. So just take the top. If you peel it carefully, your layers are going to separate. As you can see, my layers are separating. So I have one layer. Remember, I need 4 layers because they're going in my lovely mug, glass, cocktail glasses. So remember, again, this is just a matter of doing presentation. Just take your time. You're not in a hurry, really. Just take your time to peel it off, just nicely. Take your time, nice and easy, and that's how amazing the lettuce is. Because this is going to go in your glass, so that's your glass. So if you fold it nicely, we don't want it to completely burst off, and just push it in there, and that's what you're going to have. As you can see, yeah, the top bit is there, and you have some of it at the bottom. So just take your time and just push it nice and easy inside. The main reason why that side is there, for you to be able, so I'll be pushing it like this for you to be able to see everything is there. Hi Scotch, what are you up to today? We are up to 3-course meal, Judy. That's what we are doing. We've already done our dessert, is already cooling in the freezer. So now we are doing our next, which is our prawn cocktail. Just let me turn on my my live video on my phone for me to be able to see the questions, because at the moment I opened where I put my notes, so I wasn't able to see the questions. So Raflin, thank you for joining. Judy, thank you for joining. So where were we? We were at our lettuce, cutting of our lettuce. Just bear with me, I need to wash my hands again. Okay, so, and dry them off again, which is okay. Okay, so I was showing you guys, you cut the lettuce and you just push it in. Just don't be scared of pushing it in. Just push it in as much as you can so that it can be inside there. So we remember we need 4 of that because I have 4 glasses to go. So I'm going to put that and push that in as well. Remember, they're not all going to be the same sizes. So this is what I mean. Some of them are bigger and some of them are smaller. That's okay. Don't worry if some of them are smaller and some of them are bigger. As long as you have your lettuce inside your glass. That's the most important thing. That's what we are trying to achieve. The lettuce inside the glass. Okay, so just bear with me. And this is good because if you have kids again and some of them don't like salad as much, they can have the little one, the last piece. All you need to do is just get rid of the hard bit there, because I don't think they will fancy to have that. And there you go. Push the lettuce inside the glass. And what I will do, because the last one did not have a lot of spacing, it didn't have a lot of the green stuff, I'm just going to cut some of this, and that I'm going to push it in there so that it can complete it. So there you go. As you can see, I've just completed my other half with that bit. So here you go. I have my 4 glasses. If I put them this at the end for you, they look really amazing. My 4 lovely glasses. So they're just cocktail glasses, nothing special at all. Just moving my oils away. And they all have lettuce in. That's all, nothing fancy at all, but we're gonna make it fancy because it's us doing it. So we have to really make it fancy. Okay, so I'm gonna get my sea bass now. So there is my sea bass, sorry. There's my sea bass. And if you like any type of seafood, go ahead ahead and get as much as you can because you need it for our lovely salad. And I'm going to just mix this up together. I love my sea bass, so. And this is really good. This, you don't need to cook. Most of the sea bass you buy in the supermarket, they're already cooked for you. So it's just a matter of you getting it and actually eating. Again, be very, very careful because seafood, it can be really, really high. You can get a very bad food poisoning on it. So when you're going to buy the seafood, make sure it's fresh. Just make sure it is fresh because you don't want to be sick. Not everybody will tell you about that because they're just getting rid of their stock. So they don't really care, but just to let you know, before you just make sure it is definitely okay for you to buy it. You don't want to be ill at the end of the day. Okay, so far here we have our tomato, we have our seafood, and we have our spring onions. Our meat is on the side, and this is what I'm going to do. I have a little bit of cayenne pepper here, and I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit on our lovely salad, which is already on the side. And then my lemon that I told you about, I'm just going to remove the seeds. I hope you're able to see this. I'm just removing the seeds of the lemon inside there. I'm just going to squeeze just a little bit of it on our vegetable here. So just bear with me 1 second. So I can lift my, there. Hope you're able to see that, my chopping board. And there is my lovely lemon. And I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit of the lemon on here. Just to add a little bit of flavor because the cayenne pepper gives it a little bit of a kick. So I'm adding a little bit of flavor. Tyler, you okay?
Yeah, I need to charge my phone.
You need to charge your phone. Give it to Tony or take it upstairs in Mommy's room and charge it there. So I've added a little bit of lemon in there. I'm going to wash my hands really quickly and then I'm going to mix that up. Tyler, close the door, please. So we have our sprinkle of cayenne pepper on our lovely lettuce, cucumber, spring onion, tomatoes, and the sea bass. So that's mixed properly, ready to go. Not gonna put it in there yet. Just bear with me 1 second. I'm gonna do that in a second because what I want to do now, I want to add a little bit of the olive oil with basil. I'm going to sprinkle it on here. Give it a little bit of a shine. Then, that's when I'm going to start putting it down straight onto my, on my lovely presentation, on my lovely glasses here. So, mix that together. So, you're mixing the olive oil with basil together with the ingredients. And then you're going to go ahead and we're going to start serving it inside our lovely glasses. There you go. Looks amazing. Yes, we've not forgotten our prawn. That's going to go in immediately. We are done here. We have to use all of this because we're not getting rid of it anyway. It's part of the dinner, so it has to be eaten. So, just go wild. Yes, just go wild. It is a starter, but if it is amazing, you'd be surprised how much people are going to actually eat it. I've just seen my tomato there is really big. I'm just chopping it off again because I want it in cubes. I want it in smaller sizes. So, and that's the tiniest one because that's for the baby of the house. And I don't think he's gonna appreciate if it's too full. And there you go. So, that's what we have so far. Hope you're able to see. And that's our cocktail, prawn cocktail. So we had to put our prawn in here. That's why it's being served in a cocktail glass. So if you just bear with me, now I'm going to push this on one side because we don't want to cause any accidents. We want to make sure that our prawn cocktail is still on there. So our next stuff is you need your garlic. And I'm using a small pan. Surface area. Don't really have a surface area. So my small pan, that's where I'm going to go ahead and cook my prawn really, really quick. Really nice and easy to cook this. Sausage. So if you buy your prawn, you need your pan again. You need your olive oil with a bit of basil. So you need about one tablespoon of that onto your pan, and let's have that really, really hot. That's a bit weird. Okay, that's much better. Let's have that really, really hot, because we are actually stir frying our prawn. So our prawn is there, and we need our garlic. And this is how I normally do my garlic. I'm sure you're able to see that. Just take your knife and squeeze it in on your knife as much as you can, and you'll have like a proper crushed garlic. And go ahead with your lovely knife and chop that off completely. Don't forget we have our mint here. Our mint is definitely there on the corner. We're going to use that in a second. And we need our garlic to go in there. So we have basil, garlic, and olive oil in there. So we need that hot. Now take a bit of your mint inside in the same pot. So far we have garlic, a little bit of mint, so 1 clove of garlic, just a little sprinkle of mint. We have basil, because that's what's in the olive oil, and the olive oil itself. That's what we have there. So we need this really, really hot. So we're just waiting for the oil to actually start, the garlic to start turning a little bit brown. We don't want it super brown, just want a little hint of brown in there. Looks really nice. So next, start taking your prawn one at a time and dip them in onto your pan or pot. That's why you need the jumbo prawns. That's why you need the jumbo prawns. You don't need the baby one. Pardon me. You don't need the small ones. So these are like the king size jumbo prawns. When the oil starts kicking up, you just move it away from there a little bit, and then you put it back on again. Just exactly what I've just done. I hope you're able to see this. Yes, you should be. And then put our prawn in there. So those are the lovely last bits of the prawn. They go in there, and that's completely out of our way. Okay, I'm looking for a smaller cooking stick, and that's what I've just come. Just a small, like it's almost like a serving spoon. And just give your prawn a bit of a turn. I'll just bring it closer for you to see how it looks like. And that's how it looks like so far. We need this a little bit longer in here. So let's just let it cook for a few minutes. Pardon me. Ooh, the garlic is going right in my nose, which is okay. So what I'm going to do next, I'm letting that cook for a few minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to move this a little bit closer for you to be able to see our serving. We are going to do our serving now for our starter. So I need clean surface. That's why I'm actually cleaning it. I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to lift it up for you to be able to see. But don't worry, towards the end, we're going to have everything here together for you to see the three course. Even if it's a matter of me today moving the camera from my stand and going around with it, we'll do that. Okay, let's see. Josephine, I'm here, Scotch. Hi, Josephine Mumbwa. Thank you, my lovely, for joining. Judy Alindi, yeah, my lovely. And then Jackie Nyakale, thank you, my lovely, for joining. Judy, wow, so simple. Imagine, very, very simple. But going to a restaurant, and my lovely, you'll pay a lot of money for this. And it's something you can actually do at home. So why not try it at home first? And you will be amazed what you can do. So as you can see, it's just less than 5 minutes our prawn are actually cooking, which is good. Let's leave it cook for a few more minutes, and then we can go ahead and actually serve it. Okay, so I actually forgot something very, very important. When the prawn is actually cooking, we need a sauce. And I need to prepare some sauce to go with my lovely prawn cocktail. And with my sauce, I'll just explain to you what I need for my sauce really quick. So, for my sauce, I'm going to use the other half of the lemon, which is here. I'm going to use a shot of brandy, which I've already prepared here. Cayenne pepper, again, I just need a pinch of cayenne pepper, which is here. And then I have my lovely So low fat mayonnaise or mayonnaise, it's still mayonnaise to me. Hi Deborah Sang. Hi Joanna. Thank you for joining my lovelies. Right on time. Don't forget your prawn. We don't want them actually burnt. Oh, they're actually cooking really, really nicely. So just let it cook. So 4 tablespoons, we have our mayonnaise. So we have about 4 teaspoons of mayonnaise, 4 teaspoons of ketchup. We have half a shot of brandy. And we have a sprinkle of cayenne pepper. So that's the cayenne pepper we are using. And then we have some lemon. That's all we need for our lovely sauce that I'm going to make here really, really quick. So if you just bear with me, I'm going to give this a quick wash. Okay, I'm not going to use that because that's not, I want something for you to be able to actually see. So I'm going to wash this really, wipe it quick. And then we're going to go ahead and start preparing this. So we have our mayonnaise. Chuck that in the bowl. We have our ketchup. Chuck all that in the bowl. You have your sprinkle of cayenne pepper. Basically, it's just a matter of mixing all these things together in one bowl and using a spoon and mixing them together. That's all you need to do. And that's exactly what I've just done there. Mixed everything that I have on my lovely bowl together. Don't forget your brandy. Yes, it is brandy. Yes, yes. It's also the kids can have it. It's not the end of the world. It's just a shot. So, okay. So, squeeze that lemon in there. And lastly, add your lovely shot of brandy in and give this a proper mix. My prawns are actually cooking because we need our prawn. Yes, I'm sure you're wondering what is she doing? I need them a little bit golden brown. So just keep on mixing and turning them. We're losing one. Come back in. We're not losing any of them. We need them a little bit golden brown, just exactly the same color as the, how do you call it? As the garlic. Give this a proper mix. Until you can see the mayonnaise actually properly mixed together. Because as you can see now, you can just see lumps, but you don't need those lumps. We need everything blended in together. The scent is amazing. Really, really amazing. I won't lie to you. Keep on mixing that together. Turn down the heat of your prawn. That's definitely done. Let's get rid of all this. And we're going to do our quick serving here. For you to be able to see, my prawns are definitely done. And I can turn off the heat. And that's how my prawns are, as you can see. Hope you're able to see that. There you go. As you can see, my lovely prawns definitely done as I wanted them to look amazing. Then let's do our quick serving here for you to be able to actually see. Hope you're able to see that. So I'm not going to do everything. I'm just going to show you how you put it in. And then before we end, I'm going to show you the exact how you're going to set it up for on the table. But that said, I can be able to do that for you. So I have just a saucepan again. Serviette and another lovely fork, because you need that fork to actually eat on your lovely meal. So that's going to go down there. Hope you're able to see that. There you go. Hope you're able to see that. If I remove this and this and turn this a little bit lower, that's much better. That's much better. So, yeah. This is for our sauce. So our lovely sauce goes right on the side of it. You need about 2 to 3 per little bowl or per serving. So I'm just gonna do one for you to be able to actually see. Come on, cucumber. We don't need it there. Okay, so it's gonna look like that, but that said, we've not done our prawn yet. So you need your prawn, and your prawn takes pride at the top of this lovely cocktail. Just make sure the lovely bit where the garlic is actually is taking pride right at the top of it, for you to be able to see the lovely prawns, how they've actually cooked with the garlic, and that's what you need. So just make sure you turn all your prawns round so that the golden bits are actually showing off on your lovely how do you call it, on your lovely serving. So I'm gonna show you now in a second, just bear with me. Oops, okay, I need to clean up something. I'm going with like 3 to begin with, and then I'm gonna add the rest in there for a second. So if you just bear with me, we're gonna do that. Oh, this looks yummy. Because I'm not the one who's eating it. I'm gonna take the rest to be eaten, and then I'm just gonna have my lovely one at the end. Okay, so you need a bit of your oil that is left on your pan, and that definitely goes inside there. Tyler, I hope you're not eating because our food is ready. Yeah, my Tyler is a master of snacking, and he was just about to go snacking when I got him. So there's no snacking because dinner is ready in a few minutes. Take your mint and you sprinkle your mint on top of your lovely serving. This looks really, really amazing. So let's bring it closer for you to be able to see. Yeah, looks like, there you go. And that's why we call it our prawn cocktail, because it's served in a cocktail glass, and it is just a cocktail of lovely ingredients and salads and fish paste, tomatoes. So you can see all the lovely ingredients that we've used today, and they're all in there. So you use that to serve it. So as you can see there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it later on. I'm going to put it all down for you to all be able to see. So now I'm just going to lift this up. So if you just to see the one that we've just done, and that's how it actually looks onto the plate. So yeah, the camera is still having a bit of a dance. So let's just give it a few seconds and it's going to be okay. Perfect, it's stopped. So there you go, our starter. So we have our prawn cocktail and that's done. So let's rumble and go ahead and start preparing our main meal. Remember, our starter, no, our, sorry, had to do that. Sorry. Remember, our dessert is already prepared. It's right in there. So let's move this on the side. Let's move this on the side so that we can go ahead and prepare our next meal, which is our main course. I know you're wondering, why is she moving that? This is actually supposed to be eating. We eat together as a family. So, because I'm not done, my boys are not going to eat without me, so I have to prepare the main course, and then I'm going to put it down on the table and we're going to share it, all of us together. So the good thing about the prawn, it doesn't matter, you can have it when it's gone a little bit cold, which is okay. So I'm just serving the sauce now, so that it can be much easier when I'm completely done. It's just going to be a matter of putting it on the table and actually eating it. So it's not going to be a lot of movement and bashing around. So it's going to be easy. Okay, so our starter done. As you can see, it didn't take long to actually do the starter. So for all the people who requested for a starter, I hope you've actually learned something there. Really nice and easy and on the spot. Yeah? So let's go ahead and start preparing our dinner, our main course. So our main course today is steak. And that's what we're having. We're having some steak. I'd already prepared the steak by heating it up using, how do you call it? A wooden board, a wooden stick, not wooden board, sorry, wooden stick. And that's ready to start going to be prepared. Okay, if you're preparing your steak, you need to find out from the people you're preparing it how they like their steak. Some people like it medium rare, some people like it rare, some people like it well done. All my people like it well done. So I'm just going to go ahead and start preparing the steak. So with our steak, I have some cherry tomatoes here, and that's going to go on the side of the steak. Again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and prepare maybe two for me to show you exactly what I mean, show you the serving, and then I can go ahead and finish the whole dinner later, so that I can go ahead and just do it really quick, because it takes really long to actually do the rest of the things. So if I can just do two, and then I'll be able to show you guys off when I'm doing the rest. We forgot to use our cherry tomatoes on our prawn. Not to worry at all, because we already have our tomatoes on the salad, so that's done. Okay, so our steak, we're gonna use aubergine as our sauce on our steak. So I'm gonna show you how to do that in a second. Again, my fire is already heating up there for my steak to get ready. And I am going to go ahead and start preparing my aubergine. So for my aubergine sauce, I need aubergine, I need 1 chili, I need my favorite spice, paprika, I need a little bit of parsley. So I have just a small bit of parsley, and there's my parsley, and I need a clove of garlic. I'm gonna put them all together onto, and I need a little bit of lemon, which I have some lemon left from my starter, and that's what I'm going to use. And that is the sauce. That's the sauce for our main course. Okay. I'm just going to go back live so that I can be able to see what comment or anybody asking a question on here. So if you just bear with me. Okay, so I think we are right there so far, which is good. Okay, so for our steak, I am going to use some steak seasoning, which is black pepper, salt, coriander seeds, yellow mustard seed, chili pepper, and dried garlic. That's what is on my how do you call it? My pan is getting too hot now. So I've moved my pan there because it's gone really hot. And I need to explain what I'm doing before I go ahead and start doing it. So just bear with me 1 second, okay? So what I'm trying to find a way of moving some of my meat off here, because I'm only doing 2 for you guys to be able to see. And then I can do the rest really quick, because normally I do them quick, but at the moment I'm actually explaining what I'm doing, so that's why I'll do the rest after we finish the video. Okay, you get your steak spice, and you need to sprinkle that both sides of your steak, and just blend that together. And on the other side, yes, I'm not putting any oil on here at the moment, because I'm going to add my lovely olive oil on the pan. Just I need a little bit of it, then I can have my steak going in there. So that's my steak, my lovely steak. I'm not adding any salt, because as I've read for you the ingredients on my steak, and it has salt already, so I'm not going to add any salt on there. I'm putting back my pan on there, and I'm going to go ahead and get some olive oil, and that's the oil I'm using, some olive oil. So that's virgin olive oil. So you just need a teaspoon of that in your pan that you're going to use, because you don't want your steak to actually stick on the pan. Okay, I'm spreading the oil on my lovely pan before I go ahead and start putting my steak. Move my steak closer, and I need this. because for my aubergine sauce, I will need to blend it, to blend some of that. Okay, so my pan is definitely ready. Go ahead and take your steak and lay it on your pan. Be very careful. Instead of using your hand to push that down, you can use that, anything flat, to push the steak down. Let's leave that to cook for a few minutes. So when that is still cooking, I'll wash off my hands because we need to prepare our courgette sauce, and also we need to do our stir fry. So don't forget that we also have our stir fry going for our steak, which is really, really amazing. Okay, so with my chili, I need them in, can you see that? Sorry about that. I was just cleaning off my tomato on the floor. Turn down your heat if your heat is very high, because you don't want your steak to actually burn. At the moment, I'm just using a normal fork. So if the person you're making your the steak for likes it medium rare, that's ready. If they like it medium rare, that's definitely ready. Okay, our aubergine, gonna wash it really quick. And I'm actually just going to use a half of it. So that half is going to go back in the fridge, and I'm going to use that half. And I want it in very small pieces. So I'm gonna cut it. I hope you're able to see this. And I'm gonna chop it in small pieces. So again, it depends how many people you're preparing this for. If it's more than 4 people or 5, you can use the whole aubergine to make this sauce. And I'm just cutting my pepper, really, really big chunks of it. And our garlic, cut big chunks of it as well. And lastly, our parsley. So you have aubergine, which is eggplant as well. You have a little bit of chili, so green chili, parsley, and garlic. 1 clove of garlic. Let's check our meat again. Giving it a quick turn. The way I'm seeing things, I'll just end up cooking everything, but not to worry. Okay, back to my aubergine here. Whoop. I need this pan. That's why you saw me moving back. I'm not gonna clean my pan because I know it has prawn, and that's the same starter we've had. But if you're cooking it for your guests, don't do what I've just done. Wash your pan, let your pan really be clean, and start from the beginning. I'm cooking for my family, so it doesn't really matter. Just bear with me. Okay, so turn up your heat, and your pan, you need, I'm going to use the garlic infused olive oil with some garlic. You need a tablespoon of that, and you need all the aubergine, the chili in the pan. And just let it roast there a little bit, just start frying it a little bit. I'm just closing the door because my fire alarm is going to go on a bit because there's a bit of smoke. Keep on turning your meat. Make sure your heat is completely low on there. I'm back here on our aubergine. Just making sure it's definitely cooking well. Because we just need that it's a little bit roasted there. So when our aubergine is roasting and our steak is actually cooking at the end, we have stir fry to make. So let's get on and do our stir fry. For our stir fry, I'm using some sprinkled carrots that I've already done previously. Just keep on turning your steak as well. So I'm using some carrots that I've already done. I'm using 1 courgette. I have like some little mushrooms going there. Got some lime. 2 cloves of garlic. It's gonna be a really nice quick one. Last but not least, I have corn. Yes, it's a baby corn. And I'm going to go ahead and chop my corn in really small slices. I'm going to show you that in a bit. Just bear with me. Trying to use all the energy that I have. Ooh. The farther you went, the harder it became. Oh, come on, corn. There you go. So that's my corn. Lovely sizes. That's going on our stir fry. Not this stir fry, the next stir fry. So, again, we had some people wondering if we are going to ever have anything healthy. So today, you don't really need to have any carbohydrates with this meal we are having. Because we already have our steak, we're going to have it with our stir fry. So you don't need to have it because we're going to have it with our couscous and a little bit of rice, but you don't really need to have couscous or rice with it. You can go ahead and just have it the way it is, which is what I'm going to show you guys in a bit. So it's not really like a big thing if you just have it the way it is, or you have it with a little bit of couscous and a little bit of rice. Okay, so I'm slicing my courgette, ready for my stir fry. My steak I can see sizzling away. Just make sure you keep on checking on your steak because you don't want it to actually burn. Remember, we are roasting our courgette and our chili because we're gonna make a quick sauce with it. My steak is almost done, which is great. Okay, so my stir fry, courgettes, corn, carrots, mushroom. We're gonna squeeze a little bit of lime in a bit. So I'm gonna cut my lime, ready to go. My steak, cooking so well, really amazing. Looks really nice and juicy. I'm going to bring it closer for you to be able to see. As you can see, the juice is just dropping off, and that's exactly what we need. We need that juice to be dropping off the way you've just seen there. Keep on turning that, and don't forget our roasted aubergines. And there you go. Our aubergine looks really, really amazing, nice and dark and roasted. Let's see. Maliha Wakiki, what's cooking? We are having a 3-course meal. We have a starter, which is a prawn cocktail, which is already done. Then we're going to have our steak with some stir fry and aubergine sauce. Then we're going to have our dessert, which is already made as well, which is Scotch, pineapple and ginger food. That's already cooked. Nicely waiting for us to actually start eating it. Okay, I'm going to move my steak onto this hob because I am ready to start my stir fry on the bigger hob. So turn up the heat for the stir fry. Bear with me. Okay, my heat is ready for my stir fry. And what I'm going to do now, I am going to go ahead and add a bit of olive oil so that I can go ahead and start doing my stir fry here of my carrot, mushrooms, courgette, sweet corn, and then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of lime. You need at least 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil on your pan where you're going to fry your, how do you call it? Your stir fry. I'm just moving away some of the stuff because I have a lot of stuff here in front of me. And that's what I'm trying to do, moving some of them away. Don't forget our eggplant and our chili. I'm just putting it on the side. I want it to cool off a little bit before I squeeze some lemon and then blend it up and add a little bit of water to go with that. Okay. 2 more minutes and our steak is going to be ready and we can leave it to rest before we actually serve it. It's getting better. Okay. Whoa. My kitchen looks like an explosion. It looks as if something has actually exploded here. Okay. I'm just clearing off at the same time so we can have a little bit of surface to actually serve what we've done and what we've prepared today. So, back here, our stir fry, the oil is definitely ready. Start with our mushrooms, yes. We're not cutting our mushrooms because as you can see them, they're really nice and small. And they're going to go in. The oil is not hot enough, but that said, we can just leave our mushrooms there because that can kickstart our cooking there. So let's leave our mushroom there for a few minutes. Actually, it has actually started bubbling up, which is good. Remember, for our stir fry, we are only using our paprika. And I am using some of this lovely salad seasoning. My steak, yes, it's still here, going strong. Don't forget about it. So, I'm just moving my steak on the side a little bit so that I can go ahead and put a little bit of my cherry tomatoes. Yes, just put them the way they are. Don't remove the stalk. Just you need it the way it is. So I'm going to give it a quick wash. Oh no. One has fallen off. That's okay. And we need to dry it a little bit because it's going to go in oil. And you know, oil and water, they're not sisters or brothers or cousins. They don't like each other. So you be very careful when you're doing that. And our tomatoes are going to go right in the center of our lovely steak. So our cherry tomatoes cooking there. Our steak is also cooking there. And on the side, our mushroom has started cooking as well, which is great. And that's how you want your mushrooms. They look like sort of, they're burnt, they look goldenish, and that's the color we want for our mushrooms. Next, you want your carrots. Remember, this is a stir fry. So it's going to go there for a very few minutes, and then next you need your your courgettes. I'm turning off the fire for my steak because I want it now to rest. My cherry tomatoes can actually cook with the same with the heat that's already on the pan because I don't want them really well done. I just want them a little bit getting that off the heat. Oh, okay, sorry. Mix your courgette, your carrots, and your mushroom together evenly. Then add your corn. Don't forget your garlic. Yes, our garlic is here. We need our knife to squash our garlic off. We need 2 cloves of garlic, as you can see. Amazing. And goes in, and it goes in as well. That's what we have so far. Yeah. So you can see our corn, courgette, mushrooms, and our carrots. Everything is in there together. We've not added our spices yet. We're going to do that in a second. Let's give that to cook for a few minutes. So when our meat is actually resting, I'm going to give this a quick wash and put my meat there to rest there. And when that is happening, I'm turning that on, so that's our steak. Ooh. Don't want it to fall off. As you can see, it's really nice. It's cooked really nicely. That's the way I love it. So my steak is going to rest on the side. I've turned up that heat because remember I had our 2 pieces of steak. So my 2 pieces of steak are also going to go in and cook at the same time while my stir fry is cooking, because we already have the steak that I'm going to show you how to do the serving and all that. So when I do that, why not just cook everything when I am still doing this, because it's not really a biggie. Doesn't take really long. Because as I said, I do this often, so I wanted to show you guys exactly what to do with the first set of steak, and then this I was going to cook it after the video, but because I've just realized I have a little bit of time in between there, why not just put it so that it can start cooking slowly while I do the rest of the stuff. Okay, don't forget our stir fry, please. Keep on mixing that. And now, ready to add our spices. So you have paprika. You need to sprinkle a little bit of paprika there. That salad seasoning is going to go just before we serve it. So I've added a little bit of paprika onto our stir fry. I'm going to bring it closer for you to see what we've achieved so far on here. There you go. As you can see our stir fry, and it has our carrots, courgette. You can see our corn, and you can see our mushroom as well. This needs another 1 or 2 minutes and it's done. So next, our sauce. So my aubergine is going to go in here. I hope I'm not too fast for you guys. We are actually getting there. It's just again Scotch in the kitchen, doing what I do best. So our aubergine in here. This is the sauce we're using for our steak. So it's aubergine with a bit of garlic, parsley, and green chili. That's our stir fry done, my lovelies. That's all. And then our lime. Yes, when it's still on the pan, just when you squeeze your lime in, so it can just infuse together with the whole ingredients we have in there. Okay, so our stir fry, our stir fry is definitely done. I'm going to bring it closer for you to be able to see the end result for it. And looks really, really nice and amazing. Okay, so that's our side. Hi Diana, hi Alista, hi Paris, hi Diana, what's cooking? So I've explained that. Okay, so our stir fry is done. Our tomatoes are definitely done. And that's how you want your tomatoes. As you can see that, yes, that's what we wanted. Daughter has decided to stay in the pot, but not to worry, we're gonna need it. So it's going to go in there, ready for the serving. Our salad sauce is going there. So back here to where we can actually concentrate. Just bear with me. Okay. Aubergine, chili. You need a little bit of water in here. So I've added a little bit of water, as you can see. And we need our lemon. Squeeze the lemon inside here as well. Amazing. I'm trying to create some space so I can be able to start actually serving what I'm actually preparing. So I'm just creating a little bit of space for you to be able to see everything that we've done today. Our meat is resting perfectly. This is definitely going to move again because I will have to push the camera a little bit low for you to be able to see. Just bear with me 1 second, people. Just bear with me. Okay. So, back to our aubergine. We've squeezed the lemon in. And we need to blend it. So if you have a blender, yes, now is the time for you to remove the blender and actually for the blender to do some work. Hi Matt, Yash, thank you for joining. Diane, I'm very sorry, my lovely, but you can definitely watch the video later because today we've actually done our 3-course meal and it's amazing. You will see the end result in a bit. Okay, so let's blend. Whoop. Blend again. Gonna add a little bit more water again. Let's blend. We need our sauce to be very thick. Okay. That's definitely cooking really well. I'm gonna turn off that for a second so that I can be able to concentrate and do the final bit, which is serving our stir fry, which we're going to do that on our lovely plate. Our aubergine sauce, I'm still going to blend it some more because I want it really nice and fine. And then we can go ahead and I can show you what we prepared today and actually serve it so that you can definitely be able to see everything. So from the starter to the dessert, that's what I'm going to put here. Okay, what's up?
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going amazing.
It's going barbecue.
No, it isn't.
When
going
can we go
barbecue.
fishing?
You want to go fishing?
Yeah, when can we go fishing?
Okay, Mommy's not good at fishing, but we can go fishing anytime, Tyler.
Only when we get a fishing rod.
You need to get a fishing rod.
But the only ones the shop has
Yeah.
are the big ones.
Tony, close that door because the fire alarm is going to go on, please. Okay, so I'm bringing in our serving stuff so that we can go ahead and start doing our serving for today. Because we've actually prepared everything we need to prepare. So with the stir fry and our meat, I'm just going to go ahead and serve it on a plate for you to be able to see, because my surface is full of loads of stuff. So that's our stir fry for today. My surface is full of stuff, so I won't be able to fit everything together on here. So I'm just going to go ahead. I've put 3 table mats, which I'm going to put low.
Are
Yes?
you talking about this?
Yeah.
Surface? No, it hasn't got more stuff. It's only got
Because
this,
I'm-
this, that,
Because I'm going to put some more stuff in a
that,
second, Baba.
that.
Tyler is trying to tell me that there's enough space, and he's not seeing what I want to put in there. I want to put all that stuff there, Tyler. So it's not gonna be enough. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in my my serving plate and my cutlery.
Why do you just put the iPad to there and show it?
Yeah, I'm gonna show everything. I'm gonna
Right
show
from there.
it all. Yes, all of it from the beginning to the end. Okay, so I'm going to put ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put our stuff on a surface, and then I'm going to move the camera below the way we normally do it for you to be able to see what we've actually prepared today. So just bear with me. I'll keep on. You'll see me fidgeting a little bit, but that is just because I'm trying to make a little bit of space to make sure I show you guys everything that we've actually done. So my main plate, which is already here right in the middle.
Okay.
Tyler is doing his chores. Everybody does some chores in here. So that's my lovely plate. So you can see that, and it has my cutlery ready to go there. So I am going to go ahead and put our starter. So I'm going to put our starter there, and actually the main menu, the starter, and then the main meal, and then the dessert. So we're going to have a line of everything that we've done today. So just bear with me. You're going to see me going up and down, but I'm actually trying to bring everything together a bit closer. So that's the starter. So just bear with me, right here. I am right here, making sure that everything is there. I'm going to leave the camera. Ooh, my head. I am going to move the camera off the my stand so that, oh, that's shaking. That's shaking. That's better. So I'm going to move the camera, so don't worry about it. I'm definitely going to move the camera so that you can be able to see what's in there.
How much clothes are in here?
A lot of them I can see.
Why
them.
don't carry
it, pull it. Pull it. That's better. Okay. So that's for our aubergine sauce. So that's where I'm gonna put our aubergine sauce. And let's not forget our dessert. Ooh, I'm gonna take you to the zoo. That's the way life goes. Sorry, I forgot that. I forgot that you guys are still here with me. That's me singing off. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so that's my starter. Sorted out there. Oh, come on, Scholar. Sailor, Dad is calling you.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's get our dessert from our fridge. These are our dessert. Nice and cool. Baba boom, Tonio. Baba boom. I know you're wondering why I'm boiling up my kettle. And the main reason why I'm boiling up the kettle is to make the couscous. It takes like 5 minutes to make the couscous. So it's no worry at all. My kettle is boiled. So it's no worry at all. We're going to go ahead and do that couscous really, really quick and do our serving, which is amazing so far. What I'm seeing looks really good. Okay, so that's my aubergine sauce done. Looks really nice and thick. What are you whispering?
Okay.
What are you whispering about?
Nothing else is in the question. I didn't want to get into it.
Okay, so our aubergine sauce is there. Definitely done. Our lovely steak is also definitely done. Tyler, calm yourself down, please. Thank you.
There's so many clips.
Tyler.
I'm trying to talk, but you're interrupting. Now I
Tyler,
can't
go to the
talk.
sitting room, please. Go to the sitting room. Thank you. Okay, we have tantrums going around at the same time. So I'm trying to serve so that you can be able to see what we have on our plate. So if you just bear with me, I'm going to turn the camera around in a second for you to be able to see everything. Because I've put our starter and I've put our dessert. I'm just going to serve our main course now. So 1 second. So I normally sometimes use this. They're just shaping. They're shapers, that's what I can call them. And we normally do them like when you are cutting, if you're making, how do you call it again? If you're making some biscuits or you're making some cookies, you can use these cutters. But I'm gonna put the camera down for you to be able to see what I'm actually doing with this. So, if I put the camera there, you're able to see. Let me just pick these lovely clothes from my Tyler, who's not happy with me because he has to do his job. And hope you're able to see that. And I'm going to put my cutter there. And the main reason why I'm putting my cutter right in there next to it, that's where I'm going to put my stir fry, so that you can be able to see how I'm going to serve my stir fry. Because I've had questions like, how did you manage to serve that meal without it split, basically splitting everywhere? This is how sometimes I normally do it. So when it's like that, I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to go and serve my spaghetti style carrots, which is getting a little bit tricky because I'm holding the pan at the same time. So I'm gonna try and put everything in there. Normally I'm not holding the pan the way I'm holding the pan at now. Normally the pan is always actually on the side. for me to actually be able to do this without any problems at all. But today I'm holding the pan because I want to show you guys what I normally do exactly. And there is my lovely. Just make sure it's inside because we're gonna move the purple thing off this plate in a second. So if you still have that around there, you will not be able to actually see it. So then, before I actually move this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm using the salad seasoning. Hope you're able to see that. And I'm using the salad seasoning, a little bit on it for on my starter, and a little bit of it on my stir fry vegetable. Then I'm going to use my paprika on my aubergine sauce. And again, onto my starter. Last but not least, I'm going to use my garlic infused oil. There you go. And that is going to go just a little bit of it along my beef, because my beef has now rested nicely. And then lastly, this is what I'm going to do now. I am going to lift the purple thing off here. And as you can see, there is my lovely vegetable right in the center of the plate, the way you normally say it. So, if I start to one end, I'm trying to make sure you're able to see everything. Which, not to worry, I'm going to move the camera in a second, and I'm going to turn the camera around for you to be able to definitely see everything, and I can go through the whole explanation of what we have and what we are actually eating today. So if you just bear with me, I am going to lift the camera up like that. Yeah, and I'm going to move the camera off my stand, so just bear with me. Yeah, we are still there, and I'm going to turn the camera around. There we go, spot on. Okay, so that's our starter. Gonna move it around a little bit for you to actually see it. So that's our starter for today, which is Scotch prawn cocktail. And as you can see there, we have our prawn, we have our sea bass, we have our cucumbers, tomato, a little bit of salad sprinkle, and we have our lettuce there. And I'm just using a cake fork actually to use to eat this, which is really, really nice and amazing. And then on the side there, we have again Scotch side sauce, which has ketchup, mayonnaise, a little bit of brandy, a little bit of cayenne pepper, and lemon juice mixed together. That's for our starter. And now to our main course. So we have steak. Trying to make sure you get the whole of it. There you go. So we have some steak, and we have some cherry tomatoes on the side, and then we have our stir-fried vegetable, which has corn. There you can see our corn, and you can see our mushrooms, you can see our carrots, and you can see our courgettes. And that's our steak, really nicely well done, with our cherry tomatoes at the end. Then we have our courgette sauce to go with our steak. So that's our main course. So you're gonna have this, you can have this with some couscous or some rice. And then last but not least, our pride and joy dessert, which is a Scotch pineapple ginger full with a hint of strawberry and mint right at the top. I'm just gonna give it like a 360 turn. You're able to see that. And let's give it a nice top for you to be able to see the top. You can see our sprinkle of ginger, what we were talking about earlier on. it's all there. So again, that's our dessert. Scotch, pineapple, and ginger with a hint of strawberry and mint full. And then we have our main course, which is steak, stir-fried vegetable, cherry tomatoes, and aubergine sauce. And last but not least, on our starter, we have the prawn cocktail. Prawn cocktail with a little bit of brandy sauce, so as brandy, ketchup, mayonnaise, a little bit of cayenne pepper sauce. So ladies and gentlemen, that's our dinner for today. Okay, so I am going to turn the camera around back again onto me, and just bear with me 1 second, and I'm going to try and lift it up and put it back on our stand so that I can be able to actually conclude the video for tonight. So just bear with me, and there we go. No cameraman. Our stand is actually working really well, which is amazing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my head looks funny there. Okay, that's better. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've actually seen me wobbling away. Just stop wobbling. Okay, so I hope you've actually enjoyed our 3-course dinner. And as you can see, it is possible. I'm just going to rush and do my last bit, but that said, I hope you've actually learned that you can be able to actually prepare a 3-course meal in your own house at your own time. It doesn't matter, it is definitely possible. I've shown you how to make a simple prawn starter, how you can do your steak, and you can do different kinds of sauces that can go. So we had our sauce for our prawn, and we had our aubergine sauce for the steak. And then last but not least, that lovely dessert with a little bit of hint of each and everything. That's the full bit about it. So that said, I will just try to say thank you very, 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 very much for joining in and actually watching this. I'm gonna try and do another video this week. If not, just go ahead, and I'm going to be uploading as many pictures as possible. If you have any questions, let me know. So our next one of the viewers requested if we can have anything healthy. So I'm still going about that, and I'm going to almost just do like a vegetarian meal. Even though we've already done a vegetarian meal, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to make something very, very healthy for yourself. Somebody asked me if they can make some soup. I can explain to you how to make this soup. The main reason why I will struggle making some soup here, because it will end up in the bin. My boys don't think that like when you make soup, my kind of soup or our kind of soup is like oxtail, and then you have all the ground provision together in there, but it's not blended. Anything that's blended, if it's not a sauce, unfortunately I'll end up eating it myself. Nobody's going to be eating it in this house. That said, I can still be able to advise you what kind of soup you will love and what kind of soup you can actually prepare for yourself. Especially people like soups, especially for lunch and things like that. I can still be able to explain to you how to prepare that. Not a fan of soup, but that said, I can still be able to explain to you how to do your own soup at your own time, and you can all go ahead and prepare that. Again, in Scotch Kitchen, we always prepare things that have to be eaten. So with that, I hope you understand, and I'm very sorry about that. But that said, it's not the end of the world. It's so easy to make any kind of soup. So I can always show you how to prepare everything here, but just the last step of actually blending everything, I can just explain to you how to do it. Unfortunately, I can't do it on my end. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the video for today, and I hope you're going to definitely try. Keep bringing the questions coming. Keep on inviting more people onto our page. Remember, you can subscribe on our YouTube page, and keep on reading my blogs. I hope you're enjoying them, and I know it's weighing you down or anything of that sort. Thank you very much for your support, and thank you very much for always watching. We are at 1,500 people in the group, which is really, really amazing. Bring them on. Remember, our 2,000 guests is getting a present. The present is already here. It's a surprise. I can't show anybody until we get to that number. Really keeping an eye on it so that we can definitely get that one person to be able to get that present. So let's say you have a lovely, lovely week. I'm definitely going to have one. And thank you very much, and bye-bye.